Hey YouTube, Rando here. We're going to do another video in the new series we're starting called Ultimate Preps. Last week we did baking soda. This week we're going to talk about vinegar. And you can do so much more with vinegar than what I'm listing here. This is just what I know works, so that's what I'm going to list. And I'm going to read off the list, and then I'm going to go through each one individually and tell you how to do it. You can use it to get rid of smells in your kitchen. You can use it as a bathroom cleaner, sunburn ointment. Of course, most people know you can use it for canning or pickling, stuff like that. You can use it to prevent swimmer's ear, ease wasp stings, remove stains, clean knives, a dishwasher cleaner. You can use it to get rid of grease out of your hair. You know, I'm a mechanic, I lay underneath cars, and sometimes you get a little bit of axle grease in your hair or something. Vinegar will take it right out. You can use it as a fabric softener, an air freshener. It removes tar stains really well. You can use it as a suede cleaner. If you get gum stuck in fabric, it'll work. Of course, you can use it as a marinade. Make hard-boiled eggs easier to peel. You can keep your cheese fresh with it. Use it as a buttermilk sub. Make it easier to remove fish scales. Preserve sour cream. Keep mold off your watermelons or melons. Most people don't know you can use it as a weed killer or a deterrent for cats, to get rid of cats, keep them out your kids' sandbox and what have you. You can use it to increase your soil acidity. Use it as a rust remover, chrome polish, and also a cut flour food. Works well for that. You just got to mix it with a little bit of sugar. So now we're going to go over each individual one a little bit and kind of tell you how we use it. To get rid of smells in your kitchen, like you burn supper or something, you have that smell in there, or you fried fish or whatever, you just want the smell out. Boil a cup of vinegar with 2 cups of water for about 15 minutes, and it'll take all those smells out of the air. Use it as a shower spray. It works great. 1 part vinegar to 10 parts water. Pour in a spray bottle. When you get out of the bathtub or the shower, hose everything down and rinse it off, and it'll wash all the soap film right down the drain. As a sunburn ointment, you just rub vinegar on the infected area or affected area with a cotton ball, and it'll take the burn out of it. To prevent swimmer's ear, you just dab a solution of 1 part vinegar to 5 parts water into each ear about 3 times a day, especially if your kid's known for getting ear infections. It'll ward off bacteria in the ear. Helps really well. To ease wasp stings, and this works with jellyfish too, you use apple cider vinegar and just rub it on the affected area. Now all these other ones, unless I say so, it's going to be just regular white distilled vinegar. We use it to clean our knives. You just dip it in vinegar, rub it off, or rub off the gunk, and then rinse it and dry it. Good way to clean your knives. Clean your dishwasher, run your dishwasher empty, and replace the soap with vinegar. And next time, or when you open it up, you'll see a huge difference in it. To get grease out of your hair, and this works for oily hair as well. I use baking soda for oily hair, soap film, all that stuff, shampoo. Get that stuff out of your hair with baking soda. But if you have grease in your hair, actually, or like transmission fluid or oil, motor oil, wash it with a vinegar solution and then wash it with your regular shampoo and conditioner after, and you'll get that stuff right out. You could use it as a fabric softener, as I said. You just use the same portion as you would regular fabric softener, and use it how you would regular fabric softener, and you won't notice a difference. I mean, your fabric will be just as soft, and you won't smell the vinegar in the clothes. You can use it as an air freshener. Just leave a small jar near a heating vent and replace it once a week. It'll take most smells out of your air, especially if you have stale air coming out of your heater vent. You can use it as a stain remover for clothes. Pour a little on a stain. Wash it as usual. Just use it like shout. Suede cleaner. Dip a toothbrush in vinegar and lightly brush the stain in the suede, and it should come out. For stuck gum, you just heat up the vinegar in the microwave for a few seconds. Let it get warm. and then scrub the gum with a toothbrush dipped in that vinegar. You can also use it to prolong your propane lantern. The sock or the wick, you soak it in vinegar for several hours before you use it, and it will double your wicks and your sock's life. So make your propane lantern last a lot longer. Everybody knows you can pretty much use it as a marinade. Now when I use it as a marinade, I either use wine vinegar or balsamic vinegar, something like that. For boiled eggs, you just add a teaspoon of vinegar and a tablespoon of salt to your water before you boil. It makes the egg a lot easier to peel, and it keeps the egg from cracking as well. So for fresher cheese, wrap your cheese in a cloth damp with vinegar. Place it in an airtight container. It'll make that cheese last a lot longer. Buttermilk sub. You use a tablespoon of vinegar per cup of milk. Let it stand for about 5 or 10 minutes till it thickens, and you never have to buy buttermilk to cook with. To remove fish scales easily, you just rub the fish down with vinegar, wait about 5 minutes, and then begin scaling it. Makes it a whole lot easier. You can make your pasta and rice less starchy, just a few drops in the water before you boil, and it'll be less sticky and less starchy with your end product. To preserve sour cream, you just add a teaspoon per small container, tablespoon per large container. Add it right after you open it, mix it up. You won't notice the taste, and your sour cream will last a lot longer. To keep cats away from your garden or sandbox, you just pour straight vinegar around the area, and it'll last about 2 months doing that, and the cats will kind of steer clear of that area. They won't go near it. For mold-free melons, you just rub with vinegar every few days as they ripen, and it'll keep the mold off of them. Now, weed killer, I use this quite a bit as a weed killer on my sidewalk where the grass comes through the cracks. You just spray it with straight vinegar, reapply every couple of months. It'll last you about 2 months before that grass or whatever comes back. To increase your soil acidity, you just add a cup of vinegar to 4 liters of water and water your plants. Like azaleas love acidic, highly acidic oil, or soil rather. So when you water your azaleas, you just water it with that solution, and it's like plant food for your azaleas. You know, the iron will be released into the soil. You can use it as a chrome polish. Just apply it to the chrome, wipe it off for a quick shine, gives you a nice mirror finish. To remove rust from nuts, bolts, hinges, just small things, place the item in a container, cover it with vinegar, you know, close the top on the container, shake it up really well, let it sit overnight, and when you take it out, make sure you wipe it off really well with a rag so you don't cause more rust. But that'll take the rust right off that stuff, especially hinges. It works well with hinges. For cut flour food, you just add 2 tablespoons of vinegar to 1 teaspoon of sugar, and you place that in the water inside the vase. You know, mix it up, put your water in the vase, and that should make that cut flour last a whole lot longer. Now, I know I'm missing some stuff here. I know there's other things you can do with it. It's just not things that I've actually tried, so I don't want to put them up here and them not be true. But if you see I'm missing something and you know something that you use vinegar for, leave a comment. Let me know. You know, if you have a question, leave a comment. I'll get back with you. I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed.